And June is National Scleroderma Awareness Month. New research is being conducted at Yale, which is seeking to improve risk prediction.
Also using AI to track the course of this rare autoimmune disease, and we're also checking out new treatments currently on the horizon.
That's right. Joining us today to tell us more is Dr. Monique Hinchcliffe, director of the Scleroderma program at Yale School of Medicine. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Let's start with this question. I don't think a lot of people are familiar with scleroderma, also known as systemic sclerosis, which just from us looking things up a bit here, it is hardening of the skin. It could cause that and sometimes cause harm to internal organs. But from you, doctor, tell us more about this.
So you're exactly right. It's an autoimmune disease that primarily affects women of childbearing age, middle-aged women, but can also affect men. And it results in hardening of the skin, so thickened skin, and also internal organ dysfunction. So the lungs, the gastrointestinal tract, the heart, the kidneys can all become involved. And lung disease is the leading cause of death, lung fibrosis.
Doctor, I was very intrigued when we talked about AI being used to kind of measure this skin disease. How does that work, and how is artificial intelligence beneficial?
Exactly. So since the 1980s, we've been pinching people, and my patients will attest to the fact that when they come visit me, I pinch them over 17 body areas to measure the thickness of the skin. But that was that's so 1980s or 1990s. Now we want to take skin biopsies from patients and stain them and then apply an artificial intelligence algorithm to the skin biopsies to quantify the amount of skin disease. And the benefit of that is that we can quantify inflammation, fibrosis, and vascular blood vessel abnormalities, as opposed to just measuring skin thickness, because all of those components contribute to the disease. It's in its very early phases. We just published the first paper this year, but I think the concept is what we're excited about. The idea that you could take skin biopsies from patients all over the world, put them in formalin, ship them to a central processing center, and then apply the same artificial intelligence algorithm to each biopsy so that you get a true quantification of what's going on in the skin.
Wow, very interesting. And speaking of, patients around the world, we understand that you just attended a conference in Spain. What did you learn there? What about treatments for scleroderma? What, I guess, is coming down the pike?
So the thing that I'm most excited about is a study that involves CAR T, chimeric antigen receptor T cell therapy. So it's kind of a mouthful, but the basic idea is that you take a patient's blood, you isolate the T cells, so a specific type of white blood cell, you engineer them in the laboratory to attack the patient's own B cells, which are the cells that produce antigens. And then you give the patient back their own these engineered T cells, and the T cells they deplete the B cells, not just in the serum, but also in the tissue. And so it's still in its infancy, but the first 15 or so cases have shown promising results in patients with severe scleroderma. So this is not meant to be for patients with mild disease. This is meant to be for patients who have failed multiple immune suppressive therapies. But the data, the preliminary data look very promising. So we're very excited, patients and physicians alike.
All right, early on, but sounds promising. Doctor, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.